dropping another one for you all, man. So, Mike Tyson versus Logan Paul. Seems it's going to go ahead in Feb 2022, man. And I'm just going to be honest about that, man. You know, I've never been a fan of the Paul brothers before. And I hope that Tyson knocks him out. You know, Mike Tyson was actually a guy that sort of started these fantasy fights. You know, he started with a fight against Roy Jones, which was a pretty boring fight. But, you know, because there were big names, they managed to, you know, make a lot of money out of it. But he basically started it for more of giving back, you know. He thought making money and giving back. Then Floyd Mayweather comes along, man, and challenges a YouTuber, Logan Paul, you know what I mean? And that was for other reasons. That was to make money. He's like, man, if I'm going to have a comeback fight, I might as well go on, you know, with the exhibition. I'll rephrase it, you know. He came in for an exhibition fight, not a comeback fight. So if I'm going to go in for an exhibition fight, may as well challenge a YouTuber. You know, it's easy money. It's an easy win. There was no win in that fight, you know. And that's what it is, you know. It's just a show. Then obviously you had the Woodley against Jake Paul fight, man, where Jake Paul beats a YouTuber. Jake Paul beats a fighter, not a boxer, but a fighter. I believe he was in the UFC. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's not really boxing to me, you know. I mean, it's boxing, but I mean, it's not really, I don't really appreciate a guy coming to fight someone and calling it a boxing match when they're not really professional boxers, you know what I mean? I mean, Mike Tyson, obviously, you know, can't deny the fact that he's one of the greats, or was one of the greats, you know. Youngest ever heavyweight champion in history. But, I mean, these YouTubers coming along, man, and taking the shine from other boxers that may have been, you know, in the game for a long time, unable to get a shot, or unable to ever make it to the big stage, you know. Or even boxers that, you know, have made it but ended up being broke. You know, those are the guys that deserve exhibition fights, you know. Like, think of the, you know, the Rocky 1 movie, you know what I mean? I know it's a bit cliche, but I mean, when Apollo gives Rocky the title shot, you know, Rocky's like at the bottom of the table, you know what I mean? These other guys are making money regardless. So, I mean, I hope that this fight is for charity or to give back to the community or something like that, man. I hope it's not like a Mayweather, yo, man, if I can make a buck, why not? You know, I hope it's not one of those fights. Because, you know, I believe that, like I said, it's not really a boxing matchup to me. You know, it's more of a boxer against a guy that's trying to box. You know, I mean, you saw what happened with Mayweather and Paul. You know, Mayweather took him to school. And I believe he held him up for those rounds. Mayweather was training once in a while. The fight was never serious, you know what I mean? I mean, Paul was gassing out. And regardless of Tyson's age, man, I believe he's going to knock him out, and I hope that he does, just to put an end to this, you know. Because these guys now, man, these YouTubers, they're calling out people like Canelo. You know, they're calling out people that are boxing today. You know, it's different when you're challenging an old cat or older guy. You know, obviously they're not the same. But when you're calling someone out today in their prime, it's just going to teach them a lesson, you know. I mean, it's disrespectful to the sport as well. You know, these guys have been fighting for years, you know, made it to the top, man, for hard work, dedication, you know what I mean? And then these YouTubers come along and calling these guys out. It's disrespectful, you know. But, I mean, it is what it is, you know. I mean, Tyson's going to fight him regardless. He knows the money's there. that's the thing as well, you know. The reason why the money's there is because their promotion is good. I mean, if you have a big fan base, regardless what you're doing, people are going to come to see you. You know, you just say, hey man, come check me out. And if they're your fan, they're going to come to see you. So, I mean, I'm definitely not a fan, and not a fan of these matchups. But it brings a lot of attention to boxing at the end of the day, man. But I just hope that someone knocks them out. I hope that Tyson puts them into place and knocks out Paul. You know, and hopefully if he does that and Tyson does fight again, he goes maybe an unknown boxer, you know, maybe someone that started out, or maybe even a guy that's, like I said, retired from boxing and now he's financially not set. You know, maybe give a guy like that an opportunity to bring up his profile, you know, and get bigger fights, get more opportunities, you know. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, man, getting opportunities, giving people chances and all that. You know, giving back is key. And so that's that, man. We'll see what happens with this fight if it does get confirmed. I'm definitely not going to tune into it, man. But I'll probably watch the highlights of Tyson knocking him out. That's about it, you know, but I ain't going to tune into that or buy it unless it's for a good cause. Maybe a give back, man, then I'll watch it live. But if it's for none of that, if it's just for money, I ain't going to watch that live, man. I'll tell you that straight. Well, that's my take on it anyway, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. You know, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, man. God bless. Peace.